I got $13 million and hurried to tell my husband, but then I had a bad car crash and ended up in the hospital. He never came to see me. When I called him, he was mean and said he had no time for a loser. Days later, he came with his new wife. But when she saw me, she stopped and yelled, "Oh my God! She's my mother!" The $13 million check felt very heavy as I looked at the big numbers. Lawyer David Collins watched me while I tried to understand what was happening. My Aunt Rose, who hadn't talked to our family in 20 years, had left me all her money. Not my successful cousins or even my dad, but me, the one everyone thought was a failure who typed medical reports in a tiny apartment. "Why me?" I asked. Rose and I didn't really know each other, or so I thought. Collins gave me another letter with Rose's writing. "Success means giving up things. You know this better than you think. The money is just a tool, not the answer. Use it well." This made me remember things I'd hidden from everyone, especially my husband Marcus. For months, I'd been visiting Rose in the nursing home, reading medical books to her. Those visits meant a lot. She saw good things in me that others didn't see. I wanted to share this great news with Marcus, so I bought him a nice silver pen for $800 and drove home in a storm. At a bad corner where Oak Street and Pine Avenue meet, a truck ran the red light. The crash was bad. I didn't see it coming. I woke up 3 days later to beeping machines and hospital smells. When I asked about my husband, the nurses wouldn't look at me. After days of calling, Marcus finally picked up the phone and was very cold. "I don't have time for this. I don't want to deal with a loser." He blocked my phone number and told everyone I was dead. My friend Emma came with bad news. Marcus had posted on Facebook about losing his wife, had a funeral service, changed the locks on our apartment, and moved in a young woman named Lily. He'd even tried to steal my money with fake papers. Lawyer Collins told me how bad Marcus's lies were. He had looked up the crash spot weeks before it happened, moved money to secret accounts, and came to Collins's office just hours after my crash with fake death papers. When Marcus finally came to the hospital with Lily, I was recording everything. He brought legal papers, trying to trick me into signing away my rights while saying I was too hurt to think clearly. But when Lily saw me, everything changed. She took out an old photo of me at 18 holding a baby. The baby I had given away 17 years ago. "Oh my God," she said quietly. "She's my mother." Now I understood the scary truth. Marcus hadn't just found a younger woman who looked like me. He had found my daughter, tricked her into loving him, and told her I was rich but sick and needed someone to handle my money. He promised that marrying him would bring us together as a family. As the truth came out, Joshua's lies fell apart. He had looked up crash reports, planned my death, and used my daughter's wish to find her birth mother against her. When police came with proof of his lies, fake marriage papers, and trying to poison me, all his plans crashed. Savannah realized she had been used as a tool in his big lie. The loving meeting she had dreamed of had been turned into stealing and lies. Joshua got 12 years in jail. Savannah and I started the hard work of building a relationship, learning to be mother and daughter without rushing things after 17 years apart. We started Second Chances Foundation, helping women with tough pregnancies and helping families find each other the right way. The $13 million became a tool for healing instead of hurting. Savannah's parents, who raised her, Mark and Diana, welcomed our bigger family with open hearts. They had given her everything I couldn't: a stable home, love, and belonging. On the day my crash happened 1 year later, Savannah and I planted a small tree at the corner where my old life ended. We buried pieces of the silver pen I'd bought Joshua, covering them with dirt to help new growth. Sometimes, I told her, bad things happening is just good things in disguise. The crash had broken the life I knew but made room for the life I really needed. We'd been brought together through lies but stayed together by choice, building something real from the broken pieces of everything fake. Catherine's words came true. Truth always finds a way. Success had meant giving up things, not my happiness but my wrong ideas. The money was just waiting energy. What mattered was how we chose to use it. As we walked away from our memory tree, I realized this was Catherine's real gift. Not the money itself, but the push that showed hidden truths and brought back together a family that lies had tried to destroy.